So I have three things, but of course, these guys take two of them. You know, Nick says, which is absolutely right, hire the best people, hire people that are better than yourself, which I absolutely believe. And if you met anybody from our business, you would attest to that. You can meet one later. It's Claire, and she's miles better than I am at this at our business. So that's one. That's absolutely true. But I'm going to do a little bit of a slight adjustment on what Nick said. I'm trying to embellish what he said. I think that you should try, I've learned too late that I think you need to try to amass internally within the organization you're working for and externally within the industry you are, and probably even external to that, people that you're soulmates with, people that you trust, people that you have respect for, and keep them close to you. And that is people that are above you, and that is people that are below you, and that is people on either side of you. I think that's hugely powerful because at some point in your career, you're going to be recruiting and you need those people. So we have a policy in our business that we're always recruiting. Tonight, if you have your CV, let me know. So that's one thing, and then the passion that Adam talked about, I believe that absolutely. That's absolutely correct. I won't try to embellish what he said, but I couldn't agree more. I think the other two things that I would emphasize is one, that at least in my business and maybe in some of your businesses, we work for somebody. We have an employer. And we shouldn't lose track of the fact that we're actually working for the client. And you're going to get into positions that I have been, I'm sure, that you will get into where sometimes the objective deviates slightly what the employer is trying to accomplish and what the client requires. And there should be no doubt, I think, on which side of that line you should fall. It's always, in my view, the client side. Because at the end of the day, when you build a business outside of your employer, those are the people, those are the brownie points that you're accumulating, and those are the people that will remember that you sided with them. You've got to be respectful of your employer, obviously. The employer has to make money, obviously. But if there's a moral dilemma, if there's a situation where, you know, there's whose side you're on, it's the client side, in my view. You're going to get opposing views about that. The third thing is that a good friend of mine, he calls it being able to speak truth to power. And I just call it asking the stupid question. I've found myself in many, many circumstances. We have very powerful people. We have clients that are very wealthy. They're very well placed. They're very influential in their space and in the world. And they often have too many yes men around them. It is immensely valuable to them and to your organization and to you to be able to speak truth to power, to be able to say, I don't understand, I don't agree. I think that we've all been in the situation where you're in a meeting and you're preoccupied by a question. You're preoccupied by something's not right about this. And the question doesn't get asked. And at some point, if you have the courage to say, I don't understand, or this doesn't sound right, I think what you'll find is that 2 or 3 voices around the table say, I don't understand either. So I think that is immensely powerful, to be able to say to somebody, to admit that you don't know, that you don't agree. So those would be my 3. Thank you.